A long time after Adam's story, people stopped worshiping God and started worshiping idols made of stone. So God sent them a noble prophet named Noah. Noah called them to God for many, many long years, which he spent entirely in patience and love. But the people ran away from him and stuck their fingers in their ears. They would say, "We don't want to hear your words, Noah. Leave us alone." After these many years of calling, only a very small group of believers were left with Noah. Noah felt frustrated, so he raised his hands to the sky and cried, "My God, I have done everything you commanded," but they refused to believe. The answer came quickly from God with a strange command. "Noah, do not be sad anymore. Stop calling them and start immediately building a large, massive ship." This ship was very strange because their village was far from any sea. How could he build a ship in the desert? Noah and his few believers began gathering strong wood, working very hard to build the giant ship. They worked in the heat of the sun, under the watchful eyes of the people. The disbelievers would pass by, laughing loudly and mocking them. "Are you going to become a sailor, Noah? Have you ever even seen the sea?" But Noah would reply, calmly and confidently, "You will soon know why my Lord ordered me to do this great work." They did not stop working until they finished building a massive ship, the likes of which no one had ever seen. Noah saw a strange sign. Water began to pour out strongly and heavily from a very odd place, the oven, the place for baking bread. Noah knew the punishment had begun. The final command from God arrived. God commanded Noah to board the ark, taking with him a pair of every kind of animal, a male and a female, to preserve life, along with everyone who believed in him. The ark was ready, but Noah saw his son, who did not believe, standing far away. He called out to him loudly and with deep sorrow, "My dear son, ride with us and do not be with the disbelievers." Noah's son refused his father's call and said proudly, "I will build to a high mountain that will protect me from the water." Noah was sad, but he could only obey God. The water waves rose high and became like mountains. The water covered everything. At this time, all the disbelievers drowned, including Noah's son and his wife, who did not believe. As for the ark, it floated safely, and God guarded it with great care. After everything disappeared, the command came from God to the sky and the earth. "O sky, withhold your rain. O earth, swallow your water." The rain stopped, and the water began to decrease bit by bit. The ark safely rested on a mountain called Judy. Noah, the believers, and the animals disembarked, and a beautiful, peaceful new life began. Thus we learn from Noah's story that God loves obedience and rewards the patient, and that God always gives us a chance for a new beginning, even after the hardest events. Noah is the second father of humanity, and all people today are descended from the believers who were with him on that magnificent ark.